Alright, a bunch of people have asked me for snow blowing videos, and finally we got enough snow to blow. Last 2 days we got about 10 inches. Actually, we got about 5 or 6 the day before yesterday, and then it started raining on it and kind of smashed it down to 3 inches of ice, and then we got another 5 or 6 last night of the fluffier stuff. That's really starting to settle down now too, but anyhow, there was enough snow there to get out the Woodmax snow blower and got that on the Kubota yet. And you can see this really was no challenge at all for it. Bottom half of it was kind of like frozen up now and kind of like icy and nasty, and the top was just fluff. And even out by the road here, it's pretty easy to go through. It's this thing really does make it easy and quick, and this is all real time. If you you watch a video, it takes right around 12 minutes to do the entire driveway with it when I'm not actually messing around with cameras and videotaping and stuff like that. So it just takes a couple passes up and down here, and you can crank along pretty good with it. This is a little bit of ice down on the bottom every once in a while that you push along, but this thing chews it right up and spits it out. And actually it turned out that those the weights, the weightlifting plates that I put on the front of there are just about the exact amount of weight for it. It maybe could use another 15 pounds on the front, but that's it. These work out really good, and I can steer it now and turn it, and everything's good on it. So it doesn't really throw it all that far when you don't have enough snow there. You can see there's only a couple inches down there now. But I'm actually throwing some over on the side there where I'm going to be blowing in a while, just to show you what it can do with bigger snow. And you can see it's pushing some of the frozen stuff on the bottom along there until it finally pops up in the blower and grinds it up. And then another problem is with all the warm weather and rain and everything that we've had, I'm still picking up a lot of gravel and tearing up the driveway here and there with this too. There's some low spots that I hit that really get to see a lot of gravel come flying out. But as you can see, you just blow it to the way the wind's going, and nothing really hits you. That shield that I made in the back of it, really, that thing's just been a wonderful addition to it. It just does such a good job at keeping the snow off of me when I'm blowing. It actually keeps the wind and stuff out of my face too. So there you can see it pushing the chunks up into it, but eventually they just go in there and get chewed up. So this thing, actually it's been a wonderful machine. I never thought I'd be able to do the whole driveway in 12 minutes, but that's what I can do now. And actually it's a lot of fun, just not having to fight with anything, or just back up down the driveway, and you turn sideways a little bit, and really there's no strain on your neck or anything. I know a lot of people say, hey, how come you're looking backwards, or it hurts to look backwards. It really doesn't. If it hurts you to turn around like this, you may want to see a doctor. And oh, there we go. It's all gravel coming out of there. Kind of a soft low spot there on the edge. That'll be some cleaning up in the spring, but you can see this thing doesn't care what you throw at it. And it's really, I guess there's no real stress when you turn around looking backwards either, so I don't know. And those weights really did, they just got it all balanced out just right for the weight of the blower now, so I'm happy with that. Kind of wish I had a lot bigger driveway now that I've got this, so I could have a little more fun with it, but this is what I've got. and there's about a foot of snow there that's banked up, and doesn't have any problem with that. It does a good job. That Harbor Freight winch that I put on to do the rotating of the chute there, that thing has basically worked perfectly since I did it, no problems. So I'm going to say it's probably going to last forever now. If it made it a year, it should keep on going. It would be nice if this is like as fast as my tractor can go backwards when I, for the most part. Well, I slow down every once in a while, but it would be nice if the tractor actually would go back up just a little bit faster. Then I could, speed it up a little bit, but. It's been a very strange winter. This is, early on back in November, we did have one big snow. We had about a foot of wet stuff, and that was the only other big snow that we had. Most of the winter, we've gotten maybe 3 inches, 4 inches, and then it turns to rain at the end. And next thing you know, it's all packed down and just like a sheet of ice. So, this is, it's been a really strange winter, and it's been really warm too. We've really haven't used all that much firewood yet this year. It's, if that's a good thing, we'll have lots left over. This will be about the coldest weather that we've had the next couple of days. They're pretty much calling for snow all week, I guess, and a little bit of colder weather. But we've been really blessed with a warm winter this year. So you can pretty much see this thing is really maneuverable. It's easy to use, and here we go down the side of the hill, and this is where I've been blowing the snow as I clean the rest of it. So there's well over a foot of snow going down there, and same thing, no problem. This thing it'll handle it. I think it'll, I'm hoping for a good 2-foot storm to get to try it out in, but I don't think there'll be any problem whatsoever. About the only problem there is that the ground's not really frozen, so every once in a while the blower will, catch a corner in the soft dirt and kick out some dirt. And right there it drops off pretty good. I didn't drop the blower down, so there's still a little bit of snow left there. But this Woodmax, it's a SB 48-inch blower, is really just a perfect combination for the back of this little Kubota BX series tractor. Seems like it's just the right amount of horsepower for it. The tractor never actually strains at all, and it just it doesn't seem to put any real load on the engine or anything. So I'm real happy going this way in the end. It's so nice to have a blower that you don't have to fight with. So you can see that's about a foot of real dense packed stuff from blowing it over from the rest of the driveway. So this thing's really pretty amazing. So I just decided to toss one of these snowblowing videos in for some people out there that want to see how that Woodmax is doing and how it's holding up and stuff. And all I can say is I pretty much think it'll last forever. You just have to there's some grease fittings on the PTO shaft that you have to grease. You have to oil the chain good. I oil it once a year. And then you have to change the actual I changed out the gear oil in the gearbox here this year because I don't have any of the synthetic in it. But probably next year I'll switch over to the synthetic, which is supposed to last for a couple of years. I do have to put some kind of a actuator on that chute so I can raise it up and throw it a little further without having to, stop and get off to adjust that tilt angle on it. So that's one thing I'll probably add next year. But other than that, it's it's a real good thing. Works really good, and the little shield keeps me nice and dry, and everything worked out real good with this. That's pretty much it for the main driveway. I did make a couple passes back by the garage door down below there, and then I'm just going to do a couple passes in the front yard here. Our dogs, they like to go out and they like to find grass. So what I'll do is I'll clean off a, like 8-foot wide section through here, and the first time the sun hits it, we'll have some grass out there, and it really makes them happy to go on. So it only takes 2 minutes to do, so it's pretty easy. Sometimes, right now the lawn is pretty muddy and soft, so you do have to worry about the blower sticking in like there, but it makes it easy. And you can see which way the wind's blowing here, but you can see the shield's protecting me completely. So there it is. It was right about 12 minutes real time, I think. And I couldn't get in there because I had the camera tripod in there, but normally I'll back right up in there and get all that out. A little bit for the dogs, and the driveway's all cleaned good. Got it all cleaned out down below, going to my garage, and just takes a couple minutes now. And I did go back up here without the camera on. I did like 3 passes just to clean out that end a little wider. That took a couple seconds. But basically, you can see it does do a nice job, and sun hits this for a couple minutes tomorrow, hopefully, and it'll all the snow will be gone, and the snow blower's put away. We're hoping for another storm to come along now. And it's really, you don't even have to worry about cleaning this thing off or anything at the end. I just leave it, and everything goes good. So there's where I didn't back up because I had the camera in place there, so I just got to do a little bit of shoveling. Get my 3 shovels full of exercise in there, and makes me feel like I actually had to do something. In the meantime, I saw the neighbor go by with his tractor, and he's got a 3-point hitch blower on it too, and you can see he's over there doing the neighbor's house, cleaning that up. It seems to be the way to go up here. Everybody has them. And there's my wife's amaryllis plant. First one's almost in bloom, and the next 2 will be shortly behind. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.